Okay, so let's just kind of map all that out in it. If I'm doing like, so the way you normally play like a C and F, and then maybe or maybe an A minor, an F, and then a C and a G.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of how you think about that, right? Like A minor, here's your F, here's your C, and here's your G.
Yeah.
Or, any of those. So the way you find each of those, here's A minor, there's your shape, right? So and whatever you do in here, on those two strings, you here, you there. These two strings are the same as these two strings, are the same as those two. Now here, the same thing here. The only difference, you got that middle finger.
Right.
Still have pinky, ring, ring, just like you did here. Pinky, ring, ring.
Right.
Same kind of fingering, you just add the middle finger. You still have an extension. And you still have an extension down. So whatever, in this one now, since we changed, we have the minor shape here.
Yep.
These are your chord notes on the middle. Those are the notes in the middle. Okay?
Yeah.
So I can do that's not the minor. Or here I have the same thing, A minor. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's all just A minor chord. Cool.
Yep.
Now an F. So instead of getting the F here, we're going to go over here. Right? And here, my chord now. Here's my little major bass. There's the bar with the middle finger because I'm doing major.
Right.
What ends up on those two strings and the chord is this. So I do the same here and I do the same here. So that's the chord, right? Okay. Now here, again, you'd think it may be F there or F here, but I would turn it around and get it to the left side. So here's my bass, there's my chord, and I have the same extension up here. Same extension down here. Okay, so I can do F here, and I can also do F here, but on the fourth string, I'm going to do that and land there, now that I'm in major. Major, major. Right. Cool.
Yep.
And I can do a little bit of that here. My pinky would be here. I have a little extension.
So if we were like going between C, A minor, and F, like fifth fret, if A minor was on the fifth fret, we would stay. We could play all of them between the fifth and the eighth fret.
Yeah. Now.
And we would stay there and switch.
Yeah. Now start going to the next one now. So C, you would think of that here. That's why I kind of played it here, right?
Right.
I don't do that. I find it over here.
Right.
Get it to the left, or I find it here. Or I find it here.
So you would.
You don't do this one, you do that one. Or you don't do this one, you do that one. You don't do this one, you do that one. Or you don't do this one, you do that one. It's only those two scales.
So if you want to stay with the same frets, so A minor, fifth fret, the C, you would use the G shape for the C. That's the G shape.
Yeah, and there, now before we were doing A minor, so we were landing on these notes.
Right.
Now
So
we're doing
G
C.
shape for.
So now we're doing it.
Right. So G shape for the C and the C shape for the F, right? On the same frets.
Yeah.
C shape for the.
Yeah. So, but really, I'm not thinking difference in C and C. I'm just thinking root 6 to root 5.
Okay.
For major, I do this, bar, and if I'm on the fifth string, I do this, bar, and now my middle finger. And it's always pinky and ring. This is that's C. This is F.
Yeah.
And I have the extensions. And whatever I have here in this chord, I have my bass and that, and I have middle finger. Whatever I do on the third and fourth strings becomes my. That's an F chord. This is a C. Same position.
Yep.
Cool. And then up here, same thing. Here's my bass, bar, middle finger. Always adding those. Here's my chord. So whatever I have here, I can do here. Where am I here? I'm in C. So. Here. There's my bass, there's my chord, you know, bar. 2 rings and 2 pinkies and 2 rings. And whatever I got here on the middle 2 strings, I can do here. I can also, I'm out of space there.
Yep.
That's the entire
Got
chord.
Got it.
Right?
Yep.
So now the G, here. You think about doing that, but you don't. You go here. Same thing. That's my chord, so there's my thing. My extension looks like this.
Right.
Below that, here's my 5th string. Bass, there's a chord, add the middle finger because they're on the 5th string.
Right.
And then whatever that looks like here, that looks like there, and that looks like there.
Yep.
Now I'm back in the G. That's this. Bass plus the chord.
Yep.
And because I did this here, that's my chord here, I can do that here. Because I did that there, I do that. Because I did this here, that's my chord, I can do it here. So I have all that. Make sense?
Yep.
So, I'm going to play the whole thing. C. G. G. Back up. You hear the chords.
Yeah.
Cool. Makes
Yeah.
sense?
It's great.